A very good evening, aspirants. Welcome to daily newspaper analysis of Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 18th of July 2024. Displayed here are the list of news articles that we are going to discuss today. So without much delay, let us get into the first news article discussion. Take a look at this editorial article. This editorial article talks about India's position in global agriculture, and it also discusses various challenges and opportunities faced by Indian agriculture in detail. So without much delay, let us get into the news article. First, we shall know about India's rank in agriculture. India is the largest producer of agricultural produce in the world. However, when it comes to exports, India only holds 2.4% of the global share. We are only in 8th position in agri exports despite being the second largest producer. This is due to several factors like low productivity, not meeting quality standards, and issues in the supply chain like poor transportation and infrastructure. These problems also causes a lot of food wastage after harvest. Even this editorial article highlights some shocking facts about post-harvest losses in India. According to a 2022 study by the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, India loses about 1.5 lakh crore rupees worth of food every day after harvest. As India's population grows, it becomes even more important to reduce these losses to meet the food needs of everyone. Preventing food waste is just as crucial as growing more food. Our biggest losses are in perishable items like egg, fish, meat, fruits and vegetables. During export, about 19% of these perishables are lost, particularly when they reach the importing country. Proper storage, transportation and marketing are essential to ensure these items reach customers in time. Improving agricultural logistics is a priority to help farmers earn more. So with this basic understanding, now let us see some of the supply chain challenges. See, the supply chain has many stages starting from farm to market, then through long distance transportation and finally to the consumer. Here, time is crucial for all kind of perishable goods. Most farmers in India are small and marginal farmers, which means they have small farms and produce less food. This makes it hard for them to connect to the market and leads to food and income losses. Supply chain issues with perishable goods also causes food prices to be unpredictable. The Indian Railways is essential for transporting goods, including agricultural produces across the country. In 2022, it made 75% of its earning from transporting goods like food grains. The Food Corporation of India relies heavily on trains to move about 90% of its food grains. However, 97% of food and vegetables are transported by road. This needs to be addressed to decrease the wastage of perishable goods. In this line, the Indian Railways has started several services to improve the transportation of perishable goods. One such service is Truck on Train, in which loaded trucks are carried on railway wagons. This service is expanding after successful trials. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the railways introduced special trains to transport perishables and seeds between producers and market. Another one important initiative is Kisan Rail. To help small farmers, the Kisan Rail services connect areas with surplus produce to areas with high demand. A study showed that the Kisan Rail helped reduce post-harvest losses and increased farmers' income. For example, grape growers in Nasik in Maharashtra made an additional 5,000 per quintal by using the Kisan Rail to transport their produce. Using trains for transportation is also better for the environment. The Indian Railways produces up to 80% less carbon dioxide compared to road transport. While the railways has made progress on its side, still there are certain challenges like multiple handling points for perishable during transport. So we require investment in special wagons with temperature control and safe cargo handling facilities in the longer run. This would help reduce food spoilage and contamination and benefit both domestic and export markets. The 2024 agriculture budget also aims to close the gap between farm and market with modern infrastructure and support for value addition. Railway initiatives complement these efforts by ensuring efficient transportation and reducing post-harvest losses. Another significant aspect is increasing the agri-exports and indulging in diversification of export markets. See, while traditional markets like the US, Europe and the Middle East remain important, we need to expand into emerging market in Southeast Asia, Africa and Latin America. These regions present new opportunities for Indian agricultural exports, especially as they continue to import more diverse food products. Along with all these, advancement in agri-tech is needed. For example, the precision farming. It can help increase productivity by reducing wastage, and when it is combined with India's export capacity, it can yield the result that we are expecting. So in conclusion, we can say that India has great potential to improve its share in global agricultural export. By reducing post-harvest losses and improving supply chain efficiency, we can ensure food security and better support for our farmers. Government and private sector collaboration is crucial in achieving these goals. So these are all very important facts that I have to remember about the challenges and opportunities that are present before Indian agriculture. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next news article discussion. Look at this article about UWin portal. According to the article, this portal will be set for a pan-India launch likely by the end of August. So in this news article discussion, first let us understand what is this UWin portal and some of the features of it from the prelims perspective. UWin portal is actually a replica of COVID-19 vaccine management system, CoWIN. Okay, the aim of this portal is to maintain an electronic registry of routine immunization. Currently, UWin is in pilot mode across all states and union territories except for West Bengal. It captures every vaccination event for pregnant women and children under the Universal Immunization Program UIP, and this portal will ensure timely administration of vaccine doses by digitally recording every vaccination event under the Universal Immunization Program among all pregnant women and children aged 0 to 5 years. So it is like a digitalized vaccination card. Talking about the features of UWin portal, the platform generates a uniform QR-based digitally verifiable e-vaccination certificate similar to COVID vaccination certificate. This can be accessed anytime by the citizen through a single click. The UWin is going to be the single source of information for immunization services. This means that it will record pregnancy details and outcome, newborn registration and immunization at birth. It will also update vaccination status and delivery outcome in real-time basis. Using this UWin web portal, citizens can self-register for vaccination. They can select preferred vaccination centers and even schedule appointments. Automated SMS alerts will inform citizens about registration confirmation, administered dose, and upcoming dose reminders. This ensures timely and age-appropriate vaccination as well. The portal also facilitates the creation of Ayushman Bharat Health Account (ABHA) IDs for comprehensive health record management. Apart from all these features, it also supports the frontline workers to digitally record all vaccination events for children and pregnant women for complete, accurate and easy record management. So these are all very important facts that you have to remember about UWin portal. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next news article discussion. Look at this news article. According to the news article, the Punjab governor reserved the bill of Punjab University's Law Amendment Bill 2023 to the President. This bill is regarding the removal of the governor as the chancellor of state-run universities. Similar incidents have occurred in the states of Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Kerala over the last 2 years. So in this news article discussion, let us understand what is reserving the bill, the role of governor with respect to universities and etc. First we shall see about what is meant by reserving the bill. See, whenever a bill is passed by the state legislature and sent to the governor of the state, he or she has 3 options. Firstly, to give a assent. This means the bill will become an act. Secondly, to withdraw assent, that is rejecting the bill. And thirdly, reserving the bill for consideration of president. So if the president gives consent, then it will become an act. But in this case, the president can also withhold his assent and the bill will end. President can direct the governor to return the bill as well, except in the case of the money bill. So when a bill is returned, the house can reconsider it within 6 months, and if it is again passed by the house with or without amendment, it shall be presented again to the president for his consideration. This provision comes under Article 201. Likewise, the Punjab governor has reserved the bill of Punjab University's Law Amendment Bill 2023 to the president. As I already said, this bill is about the the removal of governor as chancellor of state-run universities. As you all know, state public universities are established through law passed by state legislatures. In most laws, the governor has been designated as the chancellor of these universities. This is a practice followed from the colonial era. For example, Governor General has taken over as the chancellor of the universities of Calcutta, similarly in Madras and Bombay. So it is a legacy of colonial era. Here the Governor General will be acting as the head of the public universities, and he even appoints the vice chancellors of the university, and he presides over convocation and also can conduct inspection. But after independence, the main challenge with this practice is there is no constitutional provision that provide a clear distinction between constitutional and statutory role that has to be played by the governor on the aid and advice of Council of Ministers. So this has resulted in many conflicts between the governor and the state governments. For example, in 1997, the Supreme Court has said that the governor is not bound by aid and advice of Council of Ministers while acting as a chancellor. See, this is contradictory because usually governor acts according to the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers under Act 163. Various commission recommendations like Shankar IAS Commission has recommended that state legislatures should avoid giving statutory power to the governor which were not provided by the constitution. Then the Punchi Commission has observed that the role of governor as the chancellor may expose the office to controversies or public criticism. So both these commissions have recommended that the role of governor should be restricted to constitutional provisions only. West Bengal is the first state to attempt the removal of governor from the position of chancellor of all state universities and replace them with chief minister. Then the Tamil Nadu has passed bills to transfer the power of appointing the vice chancellor in public universities from the governor to the state government. So these are the recent examples for the removal of governor as chancellor. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next news article discussion. Look at this opinion page article. In this opinion page article, the author is talking about sub-caste reservation. To understand what is said in the article, you should know about the background of the article. You should know about the background of the judgment. What happened is the Punjab government had introduced 50% preferential reservation for Balmikis and Masabi Sikhs who were already covered under the scheduled caste list in the state of Punjab. So this means that within the 25% reservation given to the scheduled caste in the state, 50% would be specifically reserved for the Balmikis and Masabi Sikhs. After this, the High Court of the respective state struck down the circular passed by Punjab government regarding this. The High Court said that it relied on the Chinnaya judgment for concluding the matter. The Supreme Court in the case of E.V. Chinnaya versus State of Andhra Pradesh in 2004 asserted that only Parliament has the authority to create and notify scheduled caste and scheduled tribe list. So the Supreme Court has currently reserved the decision on sub-caste reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. This is what the article is talking about. In this news article discussion, let us see what are the problems associated with sub-caste reservations. See, the first issue is social fragmentation. Sub-caste often lead to further divisions within the already complex caste hierarchy, resulting in fragmented communities. This can weaken collective social identity and solidarity among broader caste groups. Secondly, discrimination and hierarchy. See, even within same caste, sub-caste may have their own identity, leading to discrimination and social inequality. Higher sub-caste might look down upon lower sub-caste, perpetuating intra-caste discriminations. Thirdly, sub-caste divisions can complicate marriage prospects, as many communities prefer intra-sub-caste marriages. This restricts social mobility and reinforces endogamy, limiting the potential for social integration and unity. Then the political manipulation. See, politicians and political parties often exploit sub-caste identities to garner votes. This leads to vote bank politics, and it deepens the divisions and prevents the formation of a more uniformed and issue-based political discourse. Finally, the identity politics. Sub-caste identities can sometimes overshadow broader caste or community identities, making it difficult to address issues that affect larger groups. This can lead to fragmented advocacy and activism, weakening efforts to achieve broader social justice goals. So these are all certain facts that you have to remember about sub-caste reservation in India. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next news article discussion. Look at this news article. According to the news article, the Water Resources Department has written to Andhra Pradesh government to release Krishna water from the Kandaleru reservoir to meet Chennai's drinking water needs. For those who don't know, remember water is sourced from Krishna river basin, particularly from Srisailam and Somasila reservoirs. The water is then transported through a network of canals to the Kandaleru reservoir. From the Kandaleru reservoir, the water is directed towards Chennai through the Pundi reservoir in Tamil Nadu. So it is like an artificial linkage made from the Krishna basin to Chennai. So this is why River Krishna is in news today. So let us revise about River Krishna from the prelims perspective. Firstly, know that Krishna river is also known as Krishnaveni and it is an interstate river in southern India. It is the second largest river in peninsular India. The first is Godavari. This Krishna river rises from Western Ghats of Maharashtra at an altitude of 1337 meters just north of Mahabaleshwar. Its total length is 1400 kilometers. Its right bank tributaries include Ghataprabha, Malprabha and Tungabhadra, and the left bank tributaries include Bhima, Musi and Munneru. The lengthiest tributary is Bhima with a length of 861 km and the largest tributary is Tungabhadra. Remember, Krishna river extends over Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra and largely at Karnataka. It is bounded by Balaghat range on the north, by the Eastern Ghats on the south and the east, and by Western Ghats on the west. It receives about 90% of annual rainfall and it is received during the monsoon rains. The major hydropower station in the basin include Koina, Tungabhadra, Srisailam, Nagarjuna Sagar, Almaty, Narayanpur and Bhadra. The major urban centers in the basin include Pune, Hyderabad, then Vijayawada, Amravati, Srisailam, Hampi and Kurnool. This river hosts Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary. Its mangrove forest is known for its breeding ground for the endangered olive ridley turtle. Almaty backwater on Krishna Bank is home to several migratory birds even from Alaska. One of the important interlinkage of a river basin project is Pattisima lift irrigation project. It connects river Godavari to Krishna. See, the main purpose of any interlinkage of rivers project is to share the excess inflow of water. So this initiative helps in managing water crisis and water scarcity. But many have opposed this project for not conducting a proper environmental impact assessment priorly. So these are all very important facts that you have to remember about Krishna river. It is a very important peninsular river. Make a note of it. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next news article discussion. Look at this news article. According to the news article, Google has announced various Indian-based AI innovation at the Google I/O Connect meeting held in Bangalore. So in this backdrop, let us revise about the importance of AI in various fields. Firstly, what is AI? See, artificial intelligence or AI is a technology which generates real time without human intervention. It not only processes and interpret data but also make decision and solve problems. AI models or programs that are trained on a set of data and algorithm to recognize patterns and make decisions without any human intervention. A very good example of AI is ChatGPT. First, we shall see about the applications of AI in the field of industrial sector. AI models like Gemini help in providing training for startups and allocate credit facilities for infrastructure facilities for storage and power allocation. Under government collaboration, Google is working with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to provide training to 10,000 tech startups under Start Hub program. This program supports eligible AI startups by providing credits to use Google Cloud for storage and computation facilities called Google Cloud Credits. Secondly, its application in healthcare. See, using AI enhances diagnosis accuracy, enable personalized treatment, improve patient outcome, streamline healthcare operations and accelerate medical research and innovation. For example, the Indian Council of Medical Research issued a guiding document named the Ethical Guidelines for Application of AI in Biomedical Research and Healthcare. This document outlines 10 key patient-centric ethical principles for AI application in the healthcare sector. Then it helps in businesses to optimize operations, enhance decision making, automate repetitive tasks, improve customer service, enable personalized marketing, analyze big data for insights, then detecting fraud and cybersecurity threats, and it helps in streamlining supply chain management. Then with respect to education, AI could open new opportunities for innovation and personalized approaches catering to different learning abilities. Then its application in judiciary, it is used to improve legal research and analysis, helps in case management, enhances court processes and scheduling, and it can assist in legal decision making through predictive analysis. For example, Supreme Court Vidik Anuvad software, it is an AI system that can assist in translation of judgments into regional languages. Then the Sub-caste Supreme Court portal for assistance in court efficiency. This was recently launched by Supreme Court of India. Apart from this, AI helps in managing cybersecurity by detecting and preventing cyber threats. So these are all various applications of AI. While talking about its advantages, it enhances accuracy, improves decision making, helps in innovation and discovery, and increases productivity. It also assists in exploration and space research as well. So these are all the facts that you have to remember about the applications of AI from the prelims perspective. So with these learned points, now let us move on to the next part of the news article discussion, which is the preliminary practice question discussion. Look at this first question about governor. Governor has to provide his resignation letter to the concerned state chief minister. See, this statement is incorrect. Governor holds office during the pleasure of the president, and he may resign his office by providing a writing to the president and not to the state's chief minister. So the first statement is incorrect. Second statement says no criminal proceedings shall be against the governor of a state during his term of office. This is correct. So here the correct answer for the question is option B, 2 only. Moving on, look at this question about UWin. Here the first statement is incorrect. This statement is talking about M-Kisan portal and not UWin. But the second statement is correct. So the correct answer for this particular question is option B, 2 only. Moving on, look at this third question. Two statements are given and I have to find which of the statements given above is or are correct. See, Article 18 upholds the value of fraternity. This statement is correct. And the purpose of this move is to establish egalitarianism. So this means that both the statements are correct and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. So displayed here is the mains practice question for you today. Just go through the question and try to answer it in the comment section. With this, we came to the end of the news article discussion. If you like the video, hit like, do comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Now, thank you so much for listening.